Good evening to you all. Happy to see you all here. I wish most of you are preparing for civil service examination. Is it right? How many of you are doing that? Most of you are aspiring for civil service examination. My first clarification is, it is not just an examination. It's a way of life. This exam teaches you many things. I don't see the exam, the civil service exam, just as an exam. It is beyond an examination. What it will teach and what preparation is required for this examination. If you understand and comprehend, the examination is in 3 stages. The preliminary stage, main stage, and the interview, which is also called as personality test. The prelims, the mains, and the personality test. The exam itself is a process. It is not an overnight exam or a single day exam. It's a process where our patience, perseverance, and confidence will be tested throughout an year. Almost the cycle will complete in 1 year. If you start writing your prelims in the month of May, in the month of August or September, you will be writing your mains, and in the month of March or April, you will be completing your personality test. In the April end or May first week, you will be getting the results. It is almost an 11-month process, a rigorous process, which you need to undergo with a lot of perseverance and a lot of patience, and you should undergo a lot of anxiety, and sometimes different mood swings, sometimes self-doubts and self-questioning. You have to withstand all these things and be tough to yourself to pass this exam. Many aspirants aspire for this exam. Lakhs and lakhs of aspirants try to write this exam. But what it takes to qualify for this exam, you should be a person with a metal. You should be made of with a strong metal. It should be as strong as iron. It should be as strong as platinum. And it should be as strong as, your mental fitness should be as strong as strongest diamond in the world. I can tell you clearly. The reason being, the exam actually tests us, our knowledge, our wisdom, our decision making, and our judgments. Knowledge, wisdom, decision making, and judgments. So all these aspects will be tested. Take my word, this is a thumb rule. By having a peripheral knowledge, nobody can pass this exam. By having just peripheral knowledge or superfluous knowledge, nobody can pass this UPSC exam. You should have details about many aspects of human life. What are these aspects of human life that are being tested in the civil service exam? What are these aspects of the life which we undergo, which will be tested in this exam? See, basically as humans, we'll take birth. And Aristotle said, man is a social animal. Man is also a political animal. A man who lives without a society is either a beast or a god. So, UPSC expects that a proper human being who is brought out from a proper society and who is nurtured by a proper system and who knows basics about his own surroundings should write the exam. In fact, I can tell you safely, even without writing the civil service exam, if you are a proper citizen of India, you should know the 50% of what you are writing in the exam. I can tell you, even without writing for the civil services, even without aspiring for civil services, the syllabus in the civil services is so pertinent for our lifestyle. It is so imminent in our upbringing that you should know the basics of it even without preparing for it. What are the aspects of basics in civil service exam? What are the aspects which we need to undergo, which we need to understand, comprehend in the exam? First of all, our own system. We always call system. What is this system all about? Political system, social system, economic system, our own geographical system. So, we are living in an ecosystem where we are embedded in society, we are embedded in politics, we are embedded in economic system, we are embedded in our culture, we are embedded in our geographical phenomena. So this is called a system. In this ecosystem, how you interact with your political system, economic system, social system is nothing but the examination. Take for example, today is January 31st. Tomorrow morning, India is going to see a big thing, a big day for India, that is the budget, the annual financial statement. Every Indian, directly or indirectly, will get affected positively or negatively by this budget. Which article of the Indian Constitution deals with it? Article 112, Annual Financial Statement. Today, economic survey was released, and economic survey is for the year 2024 and 2025. Annual financial statement or budget is for the year 2025 and 2026. Who prepares economic survey? Who prepares budget? This is a basic question which every Indian should know this. And what are the futuristic trends in the world economy and how it is going to affect Indian economy? How Donald Trump's victory is going to affect our economy? Donald Trump recently said, in America, there is a proposal to abolish income tax completely. There is a proposal to remove or abolish income tax completely. Then what about income tax in India? Tomorrow, hopefully, we are going to see a very big change in income tax slabs positively to help middle class Indians. The news is coming up. Government is planning to raise the income tax slabs. It seems that the persons who are earning more than 12 lakhs or 30 lakhs or 15 lakhs, they should pay income tax, not below that. So now, there's a good news and big news that is coming up tomorrow. This is a news not only for common man of India, but also the UPSC aspirants. So we are living in a system, economic system. What is Forex reserve? Why we require foreign exchange reserves? In India, we have more than $650 billion of Forex reserves. They are enough to meet 11 months, our import bills of 11 months. Good Forex reserves reflects the sound economy, sound economic system of the country. Along with that, if you observe, in spite of international turmoil, turbulence, wars, uncertainties, imminent trade wars, Indian economy is doing good. Our economic survey tells that the GDP growth will be around 6.4%. This is how you need to understand things. You need to appreciate things. Political system. Next month, in another 5 days, we are going to see elections in Delhi. There's a very big fight that's going on. The role of election commission during elections. To what extent the political leaders can speak? To what extent the political leaders can allege without evidence? What is Representation of People's Act? What does it say? And more importantly, Section 123 of RP Act, using caste, creed, and other remarks, alluring people during elections by using identity politics. Section 123 of Representation of People's Act. Coming back, we are living in a political system, as I told you. Anti-defection law. where Machiavelli, the famous political thinker, said, there are no permanent friends or permanent enemies in politics. If you observe Indian politics, Machiavelli is 100% right. He was 100% true. The statement which he has given 700 years back hold true even today, hold good even today. Connect the subject, connect the topic with realities. Connect the subject, connect the topic with realities. In the recent past, there's a news feed that is coming up. The role of governor in the Indian polity is becoming controversial day by day. The role of governor in the Indian political system is becoming controversial day by day. If you observe, if a governor is from a different political party, appointed by a different political party, if the state government is ruled by a different political party, there is a conflict tussle between the government and the governor. If you observe Tamil Nadu, till last year Telangana, Kerala, West Bengal, Maharashtra, in many states you can see this. So as a citizen of India, first of all you should understand what is the role of the governor. Once he becomes a governor, his eyes and ears, and he should represent the government. And he should warn, he should encourage, and he should actually get information from the government. The relationship between the chief minister and the governor should be cordial. So you should actually understand and appreciate how the system is functioning, how our parliamentary system is functioning. What is the role of the Prime Minister? What is the role of Chief Minister? Recently, yesterday, in AP, you have seen AP have become the first ever state in India to launch WhatsApp governance. Andhra Pradesh have become the first ever state in India to launch WhatsApp governance, where more than 161 services can be availed through WhatsApp. Revenue, RTC, even Anna canteens, CM Relief Fund, many services can be availed through WhatsApp. So these are the interesting things which you need to follow, understand. In the digital era, when friends can chat through WhatsApp, why can't we govern through WhatsApp? Why can't we deliver the services smoothly, seamlessly, real-time services through WhatsApp? This is a question mark. WhatsApp messaging app. With this effect, to bring out this, AP government have made a deal with Meta on October 2nd, 2024, October 22nd, 2024. So interesting news that is coming up. So there are many things that are coming up. Recently, Uttarakhand state government started enforcing Uniform Civil Code. The first state in India in the recent past, the first state in India after independence, which have this UCC. Goa have that, but it was influenced by Portuguese Civil Code. The present Uttarakhand government's Uniform Civil Code is very, very interesting. In that Uniform Civil Code, even they have discussed about live-in relationships. Today morning, one of my students went to interview in UPSC. The entire half of the interview went on live-in relationship, because yesterday Rajasthan High Court have given a judgment stating that live-in relationships should be registered. Yesterday, Rajasthan High Court have given the judgment that live-in relationships should be registered mandatorily. And few days back, Uttarakhand's UCC got enforced. Those couples who are in live-in relationship in Uttarakhand, their relationship status should be registered. So, what is our take on live-in relationship? Do you support it? It is not illegal. At the same time, it is not moral in Indian context. In the Western context, it is not immoral. But in the Indian context, there will be a societal pressure, parental pressure, and you can observe all sort of approbations, reprobations with respect to live-in relationships. So this is a question that was asked in UPSC today. What is our take on that? Okay, so you have to observe the things in the society, how things are moving, how things are actually going. It's very, very important. Coming to the other aspects, you have to understand the full spectrum of IR, the complete spectrum of IR. You have to understand the full spectrum and the complete spectrum of IR. What do you mean by that? Full spectrum or complete spectrum? See, from the last 2 years, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and Canada is alleging that India is involved in Hardeep Singh Nijjar's assassination. Recently, a commission in Canada have given a very big report, almost 120 plus pages report, stating that there is no definitive evidence or link of any foreign country or foreign institution with respect to with respect to Nijjar's assassination. With respect to Nijjar's assassination. So even subtle news, subtle issues, the issues underlying the facts, the issues underlying the current affairs, you should have a thought about it. Yesterday there's a flight accident, plane accident. There's a flight or plane accident in America, Washington DC. The people, the passengers were actually met with an accident. The reasons of the accident are yet to come out, but proper reasons. But it was a cold season in America. They were dropped into Potomac River. So you should know the systems, the river, what is hypothermia, the condition of hypothermia, and can one survive in the condition of hypothermia is a question. So, polity, geography, history, coming to history, ancient, medieval, modern, and also world history. You should go through ancient history, medieval history, modern history, and also the world history. You should know the American Revolution, French Revolution, the Russian Revolution, and also the post-colonial world. And also the post-colonial world. How this post-colonial world is now working. What is neoliberalism? What is neo-imperialism? What are the trends in the globalization? Neoliberalism, neo-imperialism, and trends in the globalization. Then again, why racism, neo-nationalism is coming up, flaring big. For example, MAGA, Make America Great Again. Germany is for Germans. So if you observe, again, cultural reassertion started in the world. The country and the races are feeling that their culture is being lost. Their identity is being lost. They want their greatness of their culture, pride of their culture, again to come back. Germany is for Germans. Britain is for British. America is for Americans. This trend is coming up in the world, if you observe. So these trends you are expected to observe. Donald Trump is again reclaiming Panama Canal. Donald Trump is aiming to purchase Greenland. And Donald Trump wanted to be very harsh with Canada and Mexico. And Donald Trump wanted to start tariff war with other countries. How the entire episode of Trump's election is going to affect world politics in general, India in particular. So this is how you need to have a bird's eye view of the entire episodes of what is going on in international relations. Coming to history particularly, ancient, medieval, and modern. In the ancient history, you have to start your study with Indus Valley civilization. Then you have to also study properly about Buddhism, Jainism, Vedic period, Mauryan Empire, Gupta Empire, all these things, like a story. And while preparing ancient and medieval history, you should have your own short notes, brief notes. You should have your own short notes or brief notes. Coming to modern history, try to visualize event by event. Remember event by event. Try to see the pictures of great leaders and try to visualize how they have achieved the Herculean task, how they have achieved the great task, all these things. For example, whenever I read about individual satyagraha, I just visualize Vinoba Bhave. Whenever I read about Indian National Army, I think about Subhash Chandra Bose, his dressing style, his regiments, etc. Whenever I speak about Jawaharlal Nehru or read about Jawaharlal Nehru, I'll also think about Motilal Nehru, their brought up style, and how Nehru, a liberal, have turned into a socialist at the end of his life. So I'll try to develop some perspectives over them so that study of modern India is not just a subject to me, but I'm reading about my own ancestors, my own culture, my own India, and my own making of the country. Coming to the other upcoming subjects, the most important and interesting subjects, for example, UPSC Civil Service Exam and UPSC Indian Forest Service Exam. The prelims exam is same and the common. Same question, same exam. So, environment, ecology and biodiversity. Environment, ecology and biodiversity. These subjects are very, very important for the exam. For example, I'll tell you, there's a news about olive ridley turtles in the recent past. Olive ridley turtles, they start from Pacific Ocean. They travel for thousands of kilometers to come to Indian coasts of Orissa, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Goa and West Bengal. The interesting point about olive ridley turtles is the mother will come to the same place and lay the egg where it was actually born, where it was actually hatched. It will remember the place and travel thousands of kilometers to hatch the egg in the same place. It will travel thousands of kilometers to hatch the egg in the same place. That's how olive ridley turtles are in use. And right now, they are being killed. Right now, many eggs are being captured by poachers. In Tamil Nadu, the carcass of thousands and thousands of olive ridley turtles is found. For that reason, Tamil Nadu government is taking special action. Tamil Nadu government is taking special protection with respect to olive ridley turtles. Even in Orissa, there are beaches like Rushikulya, Gahirmata, Devi, etc., where olive ridley turtles come and lay their eggs. So, each and every aspect of the examination, you should go in detail. So, in the first stage of the examination, that is the prelims, the important subjects are polity, history, geography, economy, environment, ecology, and the other important subject is science and technology. 2 days back you have seen the 100th mission of ISRO. ISRO's achievements, NASA's achievements are very, very important. Space research, defense research, nanotechnology, biotechnology, artificial intelligence, all these technologies are very, very important. Emerging technologies are frontier technologies in UPSC. So, polity, history, geography, economy, environment, ecology, IR, science and technology, current affairs, basically, these are the core subjects in prelims. Apart from these core subjects, we have Civil Services Aptitude Test, CSAT. CSAT is just qualifying. If you get 67 marks, you will be qualified. But many aspirants fail in CSAT also. Not because they don't know the answers, but because they cannot manage the time. Not because they can't handle CSAT, but because they could not practice it properly before going to the exam. What is the required practice for this UPSC prelims? Previous 20 years question papers should be practiced. At least each paper should be revised. Each paper cycle should come at least minimum of 5 times. At least 5 revisions are required for the last 20 years UPSC prelims papers. Along with that, not only UPSC Civil Services prelims paper, you should also revise the papers conducted by UPSC in various examinations like CRPF exam, geoscientist exam. There are various competitive exams conducted by UPSC. You have to collect all the UPSC GS standard questions and practice. The concepts, at least 20% of the concepts will be repetitive in the prelims exam also. Rather than relying on private mock tests, you have to rely on UPSC examinations, and you can download the question papers from UPSC website directly. And from now on, if you are aiming to write the examination in 2025, you have to practice the CSAT from today. At least every week, 3 exams. Model exams of CSAT, 3 model exams of GS. And be mindful of that, we have a negative marking for every wrong answer. 1/3 mark will be deducted. If you leave the answer, if you don't actually fill the OMR for that particular question, if you don't fill that round ball, you will not lose any mark. If you fill up it wrongly, you will lose 1/3. If you fill it up wrongly, you will lose 1/3. So negative marking, wrong filling. It is not because you don't know the subject, but it is because you could not handle the negative marks. Sometimes you fail the exam. Most of the aspirants fail the exam not because they have less knowledge, but because they could not handle the enthusiasm to go with the wrong answers. Even if your mind tells no, in the last minute you will go with 10 to 12 wrong answers. Finally, you will lose the exam in 2 or 3 marks. Most of the occasions, this is a pattern that is going on. So, if you are planning to write civil service exam, it is not enough that you read the subject. It is also necessary that you should know how to handle the examination anxiety, exam hall movement, time management in the exam, particularly negative marking. In particular, the negative marking system. This is about prelims. Coming to mains, as you all know, for mains they will call 1:12. They will select 1:12 or 1:13, not more than that. If you have 1,000 posts, 12,000 people will be allowed to write the mains exam, around 12,000. And mains exam is descriptive, where within a given booklet, within a given space, within a given booklet, within a given space, you are expected to write answers. Given booklet and given space, you are expected to write answers. You may think that writing answers is comparatively easier than prelims exam. No. The problem is, in 3 hours, you are expected to complete the answer sheet. So, whenever new students come to me who are writing mains for the first time, out of 20 questions, they could only complete 10 to 11 questions. The main failure lies in time management in mains. In the mains exam, the most important failure lies in time management and answer writing skills. If they ask one question, we should not write a different answer. For example, if they ask a question, what do you mean by good governance? You should not start writing about difference between good governance and ethical governance, or difference between good governance or e-governance. You should write good governance means a responsible, responsive, efficient, time-bound, qualitative delivery of services. You are expected to write what is asked in the exam. You are not expected to write everything what you know in the exam hall. There's a sea change, a very big difference between what they have asked and what you know about the question. Most of the aspirants bring answers to me writing something what all they know about the question. No, you should address exactly in 100 words or 150 words within the given time framework, within the given space, what was asked in the exam. That's the crux of the UPSC secret. You are expected to write what they have asked. And you are expected to address, if the question is asked in 2 patterns or 2 sentences, you are expected to address in the 2 formats or 2 sentences. Not in the 1 format or 1 sentence. If the question is asked in the 2 formats or 2 sentences, you are expected to write it completely. And you are expected to utilize the 3 hours. Do you know, in the time frame, how I manage my exam? I have divided my 3 hours of time into 3 categories. First hour, second hour, third hour. First hour 80 marks, second hour 85 marks, third hour 85 marks. I never thought that my exam is for complete 3 hours. I thought my exam is divided into 3 parts. I have handled my exam into 3 parts and I have completed each part within my given time framework. Only through that I could able to handle my answers. So, from now on, those who are aspiring to write UPSC, every day at least 1 hour, in the morning or in the night, do writing practice of minimum of 6 to 7 questions. Take some questions, put those questions into ideas, draft the ideas into a proper paragraph format, mind maps, flow charts, diagrams, pictorial representations and other things. Keep writing answers. You might have plenty of knowledge. Your brain is full of knowledge. Unless you have an ability to express it in the written format in the mains, in the oral format in the interview, you will not succeed in the exam. Only through proper format you can succeed. I think with limited knowledge, with very good expression, you can excel in the exam. Those who have extensive knowledge, but those who don't have expression style, they will never pass in the exam. Knowledge should be limited. Expression should be unlimited. The way of expression should be proper. That's very important to write mains. So, please don't think that after prelims, I'll have enough time to prepare for mains. No. If you are planning to attempt civil service exam, complete your prelims, mains along with optional. Then attempt for the exam. You may get a doubt. Which option I have to choose for civil service exam? Which option is the right optional? And which option I have to choose for the exam? It is up to you. Your passion, material availability, your teachers, all these things will help you to get a right option for you. No option is completely good, no option is completely bad. And certain aspirants say that, ma'am, for this optional the syllabus is huge, for this optional the syllabus is limited. No, UPSC will never do that. Every optional will have an equal priority. It is up to you how you are going to handle it. You can take any optional you like, you can choose any option you like. It is how you are going to project it. It is how you are going to take it. Coming to interview, don't think that we can prepare for the interview while going for the interview. UPSC interview is not just an ordinary interview. It's a personality test where they'll test you, your decision making ability, your analytical ability, your problem solving ability, your out of box solutions, your positive attitude. All these things are very important. So you are expected to develop good communication, good vocabulary, good positive mindset while delivering your answers. So once you decide to prepare civil service exam, once if you entered into this exam pattern, on the day one itself you should start preparing for your interview also without any delay. At the final stage, if you start murmuring things, if you start delivering badly, you cannot develop the oratory skills in 1 month or 2 months. You have to start from now on. That's also very important. How to be coherent in answers, how to deliver the answers, how to show your facial expression, eye expression, how to speak with body language. See, speaking orally is the lowest form of expression. Speaking orally is the lowest form of expression. The best expression should be through your eyes, through your face. Once you could express it properly through your eyes, your confidence will be reflected in your eyes. So this exam is of 3 stages: prelims, mains and interview, and you are expected to prepare at least 1.5 years before you apply for the examination. You practice it consistently for at least 15 months and then write the examination. Coming to my way of preparation, I am a very tough person. I am very much tough towards me and I discipline myself very badly and I am very much focused. God actually made me very tough because of my circumstances. So even today, I won't actually compromise in some basic things with respect to my timetable, with respect to my preparation levels, with respect to my work. In fact, I think these qualities helped me to pass civil service exam because I know if I am not educated, if I am not well equipped in the society, I will be judged very badly in the society. So I thought that education is the only thing that can change my fortune and future. So I relied on it, I trusted on it, I worked on it. I am doing that from the last 20 years. And my wish is throughout my life, till the last breath of my life, I should continue this process. And the other thing is, in this big world, nobody is big, nobody is small. No human being is super great, no human being is very worse. All humans are equally created. All humans have an equal chance. And humans should be properly treated with humanity. Passing civil service exam, it is not great. It is just a small achievement in life. But helping humanity, doing something for the humanity, and more importantly, judging a person, testing a person based on his character is far better than building an unequal society. My wish is to build an equal society, help the vulnerable, be the voice of the vulnerable, create a better society, at least create a small impact before I go away from this world. This is how I tune up myself, I mentor myself, I motivate myself, I push myself, even sometimes if my ability goes bad, even sometimes if I feel very, very distressed, I feel very, sometimes all humans have some low times, right? In spite of all these things, I'll push back myself, I'll keep fighting, because I always get inspired by one poem, one song written by Mariah Carey, sung by Mariah Carey. The real hero lies in you. Let everyone leave you. Let everyone take away everything from you. Let no one support you. The real hero lies in you. The real hero is within you. You are your own hero. Nobody can come you. Nobody can rescue you all the time. You are your own rescuer. You are your own fighter. You are your own hero. And you are your own savior. This is my slogan. I believe in that. I live an independent life. I lead an independent life. And I believe in that. I do respect everyone in my life, but I wish to be independent. Every human being should be independent, should have full freedom in his life or her life, in his own or her own choices. This is my philosophy of life. In spite of that, God tests us, or God gives a lot of challenges and throws a lot of hurdles. But I feel that whenever I face a big hurdle, it's an opportunity to me to prove myself. Whenever I come out of it, I'll feel very happy, satisfied that I could achieve even that. So I feel that I should get more challenges in life, more tough days in life. Let me fight back to the extent what I can. This is my philosophy, and I am fighting. Life, as you look at me, you might think that life is easy now. No. Everyday life is not easy for me. I face a lot of things, a lot of toughness, challenges. In spite of that, I'll smile all the time. In spite of that, I'll never leave a single tear. I'll fight back, and I'm very tough. That's the thing. So my aim is to inspire as many as I can till the end of my life, and to fight back as much as I can. And right now I'm actually leading a very intense, very, I can say, highly loaded life, where from morning to evening I work. I'll talk to my students, sometimes I'll give some appointments, I'll go out of station to inspire many students, or I'll make some YouTube videos whenever I'm interested. I'll do a lot of things in my life. I'm not a lazy or complacent person where I want to take rest. I'll never feel to take rest. Even if I sleep in the midnight, sometimes suddenly I'll wake up and think, if somebody assists me, I'm going to speak something or write something or do something else. That's how I think I'll get inspired. I don't waste my time anytime. I prioritize my time. I focus only on my time, myself, my time, and my run. All the time I'm a multitasker. I do 2-3 things together in the single stay. At the single go, I'll do many things together. I can handle those things, and this is how I tune myself. I'm not a intelligent person. I'm not if a flashy or something, like I don't have flashy brain or something else. But with my hard work, even my brain, my muscles, everything is helping me to get on things, to do things. And sometimes whenever I'll feel depressed, I'll think about Stephen Hawking. Only with his 2 fingers, he's completely disabled. He was into a wheelchair. He can't speak, he can't eat for himself, he can't call his own wife or his own helper. But he's one of the greatest scientists in the world, equated to Einstein, Newton, Stephen Hawking. I used to think and wonder about himself, wonder about that person, how he could lead his life only with 2 fingers, how he could maintain such a positivity in life. This is the greatest thing in life is, in spite of all odds, if you can maintain your own positivity, I think that is the greatest thing in life. I believe in that. In spite of any odd, you should maintain that positivity. And nowadays I'm taking inspiration from Elon Musk. See, a single man, a single tweet actually moves the world. Have you observed? His tweet is more powerful than the tweet of Prime Minister of India, President of America. He is now dictating the elections in various countries. And now, his statement itself can actually increase the stocks or diminish the stock prices. What not? Tesla, Neuralink, SpaceX. How many projects he is doing? A single man. I used to get inspiration from him. I heard that he used to sleep on his desk table and always he stayed in the office 3 years continuously to have his work done, to finish his work, to finish his task. So I'll get a lot of inspiration. I don't judge people, whether Elon Musk is good or bad. How many children Elon Musk have, I don't care. If you start judging people, you don't find time to get inspired from them. Mother Teresa said, if you start judging people, you don't find time to love them. But I say, if you start judging people, you don't find inspiration from them. Every person have his own setbacks, drawbacks. After all, we are all humans. We are bound to make mistakes. We are bound to make blunders. Why should we judge people? We should learn something from the people. So I learned a lot from Elon Musk. I tuned up myself after taking a lot of inspiration from Elon Musk right now. Nowadays, I'm reading more about him. That's how I lead my life. This is my journey. And I'll continue to do so like this. So this is my speech. And Kiran always is a strong, I can say, more than a brother to me. He's leading now All India OBC Students Association President, Kiran Kumar Gaud, and also thank Youth for Inclusive and Sustainable Society for inviting me, and thank you for listening to me with very good patience. Okay, thank you all. If you have any queries or doubts, you can ask me now.
Ma'am, you said we'll have to start preparing 1.5 year before or like 15 months. So how should I divide my time along? If I'm already doing a PG here, that is hectic enough. So I want to like divide my time equally so that I can do that and this as well. Is it possible? I mean, I believe it's possible, but I want to know if, how efficiently I can do it.
See, if you sit exclusively for civils, after completing your post-graduation, you will feel like you are investing the entirety of your time on civil services. If you start doing it from now, it's the right option. For example, on an average, I'm telling on an average, if you get 5 hours a day or 4 hours a day, start reading newspapers and NCERT books. Then start reading standard books. Do it for 1 year. Every day at least half an hour to 1 hour, write notes. Every day at least half an hour to 1 hour, read newspapers. These are the things which are mandatorily done. Okay? So it will take minimum of 2 years for you if you start preparing from now. Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, is it possible to get your personal mentorship with pursuing our graduations, ma'am?
Can you get the question?
Is it possible for us to get your personal mentorship with pursuing our graduations, ma'am?
Yeah, you can come. You can come down. I'll stay in Nagar, Hyderabad. You can come down. I'll talk to you. Okay?
But it's a bit difficult for us to travel and come, ma'am.
I have a hell-bent hectic work there. I can come occasionally here. Okay, once in every 2 months or 3 months. If you come down there, sometimes I can give few minutes to you. To see your answers or something. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Ma'am, how to feel motivated when we are low in achieving our goals?
See, our struggles in our own life are the greatest motivation, I think. External motivation will not stay for a long time. Motivation should come from within. My motivation come from within. The challenges I faced, the challenges I have seen, and the humiliations I have undergone, all these things drive me a lot. See, if God gives 25th hour also, I'll work. Because that's how I take my life. I'll lead my life as a revenge. Revenge to the society. Not negatively, but positively. I want to show how best we can get out of our life, how best we can bring out of our life, how best we can use our life potentially. So, I'll be motivated all the time. That comes from within for me. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, then thank you. Shall I conclude the session? Thank you. Nice to meet you all. Thank you. We'll meet again.